I chose this story because I think it gets to the basic dynamics of human relationships and trying to understand where God comes into play in terms of blessing and curse, how we respond to the events of our lives. Certainly a connection with brother against brother. Now the man Adam knew his wife Eve, and she conceived Cain and said, I have produced a man with the help of the Lord. She also conceived Abel. Now Abel was a keeper of sheep and Cain a tiller of the ground. And in the course of time, Cain offered to the Lord the fruit of the field, and Abel the firstlings of his flock, the fat portions. And the Lord had regard for Abel and his offering, but for Cain and his offering, the Lord had no regard. So Cain became angry, and his countenance fell. The Lord said to him, "Why are you angry? And why has your countenance fallen? If you do well, will you not be accepted? And if you do not do well, sin is lurking at your door. Its desire is for you, but you must master it." Cain said to his brother, "Let's go out into the field." And when they were in the field, Cain rose up against his brother and killed him. The Lord said to Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" And Cain said, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" The Lord said, "What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood is crying out to me from the ground. And now you are cursed from the ground, which has opened up its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hands. It will no longer yield to you its strength. You shall be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth." Now Cain said to the Lord, "My punishment is more than I can bear. Today you have taken me from the soil, and now I shall be hidden from your face, and I shall be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth, and anyone who comes upon me may kill me." But the Lord said, "Not so. Anyone who lays a hand on Cain will be punished with sevenfold vengeance." And then the Lord put a mark on Cain, so that anyone who came upon him would not kill him. Then Cain left the presence of the Lord and settled in the land of Nod, east of Eden. It's sort of a fun story to tell, to be honest, and pairs well with the story that comes before it, the breath of life being given to Adam. And so one of the things that I do when I'm telling this story is after Cain kills Abel, the breath goes out of him, that we now as humans have this power to take each other's lives. I connect with Cain's disappointment, with his efforts and not being able to necessarily celebrate them the way that he desires, watching with jealousy the way that Abel is received, the joy of Eve in having her firstborn, and we see in this first story that God does not have a lot of regard for the firstborn children the way that that society does. Cain, I think the meaning of it is to get or to create, and actually Abel means vapor or nothingness. When he puts the mark on Cain, that it's both a mark of his guilt and also a mark of God's grace, that Cain will live, and God is marking him. It's almost a blessing, but it's more than that. So we see that he will bear the mark of what he has done. What is this you have done? What have you done? He has killed his brother, and he will bear that mark, and that will travel with him. But he will also bear the mark of God's grace as he moves and settles in the land of Nod.